everybody. Welcome to a Quickie with Miss B. Today is Tuesday. All this week we're talking about the cheap and the weird. If you missed yesterday's episode, please go back and check that out. And as always, thanks very much for joining us. And as always, don't do this alone. Bring as many friends as possible. You're going to want to share this one.
Yeah, you can spread the love on this one. Find anyone you know who's cheap and weird, because let me tell you, Monday wasn't cheap, but it was weird.
It was fairly cheap, I thought.
That's not cheap. That's like your kid goes to school. They go, "You got to go, Daddy. Look, I got a gold star." You go, "That's awesome," and she charged me $9 for it.
This isn't the dollar store.
Dad isn't going to go, "Well, it was under 10, honey, so it was cheap."
Okay, for all of you out there looking for your next Halloween costume, you might want to check this one out.
Oh, my God, I can only imagine.
This one's called a Green Man costume.
A green man costume? Is it all green?
Yeah, it's all green. It's Slimer green from head to toe.
Oh, but do you know what that is, though? Do you know what that really is?
The Green Giant.
No, it's not a Halloween costume. Believe it or not. That's a very I know exactly what it is. It's a very special thing. There's something. Your hubby has. I sent your husband one downstairs.
Oh, the screen.
He has a green screen, which makes everything disappear, right? So if you put that suit on, you can disappear. So if you have that suit on and you're holding a box of Wheaties, you could pour it in midair, and all anyone would see is just the cereal pouring in midair.
Well, they say that it comes in a lot more handy than you would probably think. They said not just for Halloween, you could use it for sporting events or making an appearance on your friend's YouTube channel.
Yeah. But do you remember the Invisible Man?
Yeah.
That's how the whole show was done with that suit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the entire. Yeah. So when they had film. It used to be blue back then, but they had he would wear that blue suit, and you couldn't see it. The film can't record anything blue. So then, when you want him to appear, you have him put on a pair of gloves. He puts on a pair of pants. So he actually would get dressed, and then you can see him now, and he puts on a fake face. Then when he wants to take it all off, he pulls it all off, and he disappears.
Yep.
And you can't see him anymore.
Green, and I mean, he's completely covered from head to toe. You can't see the face, the hands, the feet.
So if you chroma key him in, what will end up happening is even though you can see him, nobody else will be able to see him. All right, and then he can put on a wig, just midair, put a wig on, and all of a sudden the wig's just sitting there with nobody else. Put on a pair of gloves, pair of shoes, put a pair of pants, get completely dressed, but there's no face.
Yeah, maybe a pair of sunglasses.
There you go.
This one also can be found on Amazon. Okay, brace yourself, John, because you're going to think this is too much.
I already know how much it costs, and it's outrageously priced.
The sizes are from small to double XL, and the amount is $24.99.
Yeah, and that's not one size fits all, and it's not a double XL. So I want you to think about this. Those are like kid sizes.
Yeah.
So I get my leg in it and go, well, it won't be the Invisible Man. It's going to be the Invisible Foot. I'd get my leg in it and be like, really? Seriously? That's it? There's no double XL.
I could have big foots.
I had a friend that got one of them. He's like, you can use mine. I'm like, I walked over and said, what size is it? He goes, it's the biggest they had, but it's really not that big. Yeah. And I'm like, well, what size is it? He's like, it's a triple X. I'm like, well, that's bigger than me. He went, maybe not. And I'm like, what? So I go to put it on. Christine. It was like little boy huskies. Like, what is this? He's like, well, like I said, if you weigh more than 120 pounds, you're going to want to get the triple X. And if you weigh more than 140, you're going to need to have it made for you.
Oh, my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah. So when we did ours, since I know tailors, we bought one and had the tailors take it apart. Mm-hmm. When they undid all of the stitching, then they wind up with the pattern.
Yeah.
So then we had them now enlarge the pattern because Leon's large. So you make it that 3 times. That's yeah. We just bought a green screen, and then had them cut the fabric, had them cut that up into the parts, and sew it back together again. Ta-da! Disappearing man. And isn't that an outrageous price?
That's crazy.
It's
that's $25 for.
Yeah. It's so thin, Christine. It wasn't like they spared no expense. I mean, good Lord Almighty, that's like thinner than a little cotton T-shirt. I mean, yeah, you put that on, you better take care to make sure everything's tucked away because, boy or girl, you'll be visible. There, I said that and didn't get myself in trouble.
I was waiting for that one.
I behaved. I did it right.
And on that note, we need to take a break. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to A Quickie with Miss B. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out. And as always, thanks so much for joining us.
There's a lot of people right now going, oh, wait, Blue Man. Oh, Blue Man. I get, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Surprise. Same thing.
All this week, we're talking about the cheap and the weird.
That wasn't cheap, though. Just weird.
No, it was weird. I mean, who thinks about getting one of those? Hey, you can find that on Amazon. Okay. It's just weird.
It'll work.
Well, here's the next one that I have on the list. For all you people out there that have a really hard day, bad day, exhausting day at work, just didn't go right kind of a day, got a product here for you. It's called a bottomless wine glass.
Also known as a 55-gallon drum. Where do you want it? Right in the middle of the kitchen. You want me to hook the hose up for you or no? No, I'll do it. Get out.
So this looks really funny and intriguing. It's a bottomless wine glass. So you can say, I have had a glass of wine with dinner and actually mean it. But the funny thing is that it's the actual wine bottle. And then on the neck of the bottle is the actual wine glass.
4 glasses later. How much wine did you have? Juan.
Not really. I just had one glass.
Juan. Who were you with? Juan. Who bought it for you? Juan. So just one. Yeah. Juan.
Yep, the saying goes, a glass of wine a day helps keep the therapist away.
Oh, yeah, you're unconscious, so he can't talk to you. I mean, you missed the last 4 appointments. Don't remember that. Totally like, gone. Don't remember any of that. What have you been doing for the last 3 weeks? Sleeping.
Yeah, this is a very interesting way to drink a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get this one from Amazon too.
It's like buying a box of wine and putting a straw in it.
Basically, yeah.
How many did you have? 1.
Oh, excuse me. This will run you $14.99.
Whoa, for a bottle?
Well, it's got the glass of wine on it, though, too.
Is it full of wine?
The bottle?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, how can you not? Why are you talking? It's a glass? You're giving me a little apparatus to stick on a bottle of wine?
What do we call this now? The bottomless wine glass, right? Is that what we called it? Yes.
And I'll bet you're not getting the bottle either. They're just giving you the top to stick on the bottle. You got to supply the bottle of wine.
Well, let's see. Oh, here it is. Bottomless wine glass. Excuse me.
It doesn't come with a bottle of wine. I'll bet you just get the little piece to stick on top of the bottle.
Yep.
Yeah, that rip
Well,
off.
let's see. It comes from Big Mouth Incorporated. It's the original wine bottle glass. It says, "I need a huge glass of wine, large glass of wine, 750 ml."
That's what you can stick it on.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get any of that. You're just getting a little cap to put on your wine bottle. It's like,
in the shape of glass.
yeah. So you want to look like an idiot? Yeah. Give me $15.
Well,
I'll be your huckleberry.
I would buy it.
What? Again, John with a shopping cart in the Dollar Tree going, look at all this pasta. And you going, I got a cup.
Yeah, but when a company comes over, I can just say, well, I'll have a glass of wine with you, and then pull out the bottle and
And you know what? You're so atmosphere driven. You would actually buy it just so that someday somebody could come over and at least one time you could go, I'll have a glass. Yep, you would too. You would. I know you would.
Have the girls out back for the fire, when we have the fire pit during the summer.
She would wait for girls' night just to do that one time.
Oh my gosh.
Spend $15 just at the shot if she could do that to one of the girls one time.
I think it would be funny. I think it'd be hilarious.
Oh, it would be. One time. You get a, okay, Stain, yeah, kill me. And it'll be like, and now you're out $15.
I'd still do it. It's worth the price of admission. I mean, just think about the looks on everybody's face when you pull that out and be like, I'll have a glass of wine.
I'm the person that would go, how much does a glass of wine cost? $1.50. Pour me a cup. I wait till you pull out your little thing and you start to drink off it and everyone's laughing and I just dump it on your head and go, and then everyone's roaring. That was worth the price of admission.
No.
See, that was funny. They'll all remember that. Remember the day when John was like, hey, he dumped it on your, oh my God, that was so funny. Yep. Does anybody remember what glass she had then? No.
And on that note, I'm getting kind of thirsty. I think I'll go have a glass of wine.